Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today we continue with the puzzle rating challenge to 3000. And for that I just refresh the page and we have, let's say we start with a normal puzzle. And then as always we activate Zen mode and then let's start. So here we are the black pieces and material-wise we're pawn down. What first comes to my mind is that this bishop is not protected, which means, we can attack him, for instance with knight to e5, and then we have a double attack to queen and bishop. So it means the queen needs to stay in touch with the bishop. A queen trade is not possible because then white would simply just lose a piece. So it means like we can play this one and then white is more or less forced to do that to keep in touch with c4. And maybe then we can continue with bishop h3 for some checkmate ideas, or bishop g4 like that, but everything has a bit has some downsides. That's why I'm not really convinced yet. But knight e5 needs to be correct, so queen to e2, and then we can also capture, and when the queen captures we can play bishop h3, and after that we will win the exchange. So it looks quite promising. So let's play this one, and now we can take the bishop h3, and then we're threatening checkmate, so g3 would be necessary and then winning the exchange. Okay, then the next one, like we are a piece down and we can't simply capture because otherwise we would lose our queen. So what we can do is like intermezzo check, and if the knight goes there to block the check, we can give a check, and then the queen needs to go, and then we will win material, which means after this one by rook follows the same winning material idea. So it means after this white has to play this, and then it's the question how we continue, because if we play then this, he can simply play king f2 and he's out of any danger. That's why I think about some other ideas, like maybe here giving a check, forcing king there, and then giving here a check, because then white has to capture with the pawn, some stuff like that. Or like we give a check, the king goes there, and then we can capture on e5. More or less, it doesn't matter where he goes. Like when he goes there, we can capture with a check. And if we play this and the king goes there, we will win the rook, and then comes the other rook at the end and winning this one. So that also looks promising. The question now is what appears after, let's say, king to d3. I'm not really sure about that, to be honest. I don't see an immediately continuation, and that's why rook h1, maybe I still don't like it that much, which means like this is what we checked before, but here I neither see the continuation. But okay, maybe it's simply this one, and then we give a check, and when he goes there, we just capture the piece, and then we just have a big attack. So let's say this one, yeah, there was a Mouseslip. Of course I wanted to capture with the pawn. I'm just curious what happens when I activate quickly the engine, what happens when he plays this one. Yeah, okay, we just did that. So yeah, Mouseslip hurts because of the rating, but yeah, we solved it correctly, so that's the most important part. Here, yeah, it's quite obviously we are a rook down, so we need to find a checkmate somehow. If we give here a discovery check and he captures, then we have this check, captures this one, this one, this one, and then he runs there. So maybe it's not that. Yeah, but I guess it should be that, because if we give a check something like this, he can just escape here, in fact. And that's not something that we want. So here, and then he's forced to play this one. So always calculating forced lines. We can then give here a check. And then let's say if he captures there, then go here with the knight, but doesn't look really good. So let's say this again, and then maybe simply this one. No, it needs to be a check, because otherwise it just backfires from the other side. So let's say this and this, and now the question is, how do we proceed? We can play this one, what we checked before, and then after capturing here, we have here a check, and then he needs to go there, and then we have here a checkmate. Like the knight is defended, he can't go here, and here's also defended. So I said with this one, not this one, queen f6, and then we can continue with queen h. No. What do we continue? Here's a checkmate. Okay. Yeah, queen f6, and then it's forced. Okay. So last one for today. Here it looks like we should be able to checkmate somehow. My first idea was to play this, and then when queen captures we can play this one, but the problem is that it's with check everything. Then if we play something like this, it just doesn't really help us, I guess, because he can just give a check. This one, we can't play. So rook f2 looks promising. But can we play somehow anything differently actually from that? Like maybe rook f4, then the queen needs to stay in touch with the rook. But then after a check, it's kind of the same problem, right? Like we just go there and nothing really happened actually. So rook f2 maybe still looks a bit better, but it's not a forcing move at all, which is at least for me, suspicious. But okay, at least we have then the threat of just capturing here. So I guess should be this one. It's still with the, no, bishop there. But what's the, it's okay. Like the idea is that we found the correct idea with bishop e5 and then with deliver a checkmate on h2. But for that we need to play bishop c3 first. And if the rook would remain on the e file, that the bishop can't go there, then we deliver here a checkmate. And when the rook decides to go at any place on this file, then we can come back and then the bishop is protected. Okay. So this one and then, yeah. Okay. That means we made, yeah, a huge amount of minus, especially because of the Mouseslip by second one. So yeah, keep your eyes open for the tactics. It's really important that you train that every day. And yeah, hope you also have some patterns in your own chess games. Wish you a wonderful weekend, stay healthy, and see you soon, guys.